Thank you very much, everyone. I realized that there was one or two people, or maybe more people, who have had not the transmission of the Prajnaparamita, but wish to join today. So I'm going to give a short the oral transmission of the sadhana in Tibetan. So let me read that, and please visualize that you are receiving this oral transmission from none other than Goddess Prajnaparamita. And then, so just, I will just quickly read through that. Namo Arya Gadala Danjanga Tugunda Me Gananda and Roguidana. Tamje Gadu Dagi Jodan, the Jijin Karmo Gomde, Ningona, Jizogoro, Prajnaparamita, Pamadra. Pamaganda Durji Guji, Lesung, the Hiraji Paradan Jakamagunda. So the Nagi, Bayon Dubrande, thousand Janjaba, Lama Choedak Rinpoche, Lobes, Omashuni, the Janabel, Zumba, Maga, Domengal, Pended, Razan Yakarwell, with Pajan Radenja, Sundu Dani Kizig, Shirap, Parajimbama, Ragayon, and Zambeji, Janya Dugraji. Pema Karma Dombanze, Dama Teganinjava, Shijin, Yijin Libamonzenze, Tadarinje, Jinjenze, Shemni Dorji, Jironjo, Tua Pekara, the Jeve, Terra Omlezambaje, Rande, Tukra Pende, Dinzi Zamba Om Garatele, Mutu Targave, and Gatanjeve, Dinatan, Taiwan, and Shanaju, Tuga Omleni made a lion, Gamedangawa, Mombem Bakunzan, and our Ishinawa Jebranjo, Jebazan, the Oma Pichu Pichu, Panja Vardani, Zola Zola, Mada Vardani, Zendan Mardani, the Rendembudi Vardani, so Wachi, Chinun de Taratilla, the one of Jun de Madazongo, Jirana, Rangi, Nezu, Oma, Hun, Doje, Yigi, Zembra, Jugavandi, and you do the Shikamu, Kawaji, is a longer barrage. So that's the oral transmission. But just for the sake of those who have not got the empowerment before, can you repeat after me this mantra 3 times? Om Pichu Pichu, Prajavardhani, Jola, Madhavardhani, Diri Diri, Buddhivardhani, Swaha. Om Pichu Pichu, Prajavardhani, Jola, Madhavardhani, Diri Diri, Buddhivardhani, Swaha. Om Pichu Pichu, Prajavardhani, Jola, Madhavardhani, Diri Diri, Buddhivardhani, Swaha. So that's the oral transmission mantra. Now we will first of all do the sadhana of the Blessed Mother White Prajnaparamita, which is the sadhana written by Jamyang Khyentse Wangpo, who himself had a great realization through this sadhana and his practice, and therefore he became like the inseparable form of Jamyang Buddha Manjushri himself. And so we're going to do this as a separate sadhana, distinct from the single A meditation, because the single A meditation gives a slightly different version of the visualization. So that's why we're going to do this. So sit upright, everyone. It says that you should do this sadhana to achieve the qualities, to improve and boost your quality of intelligence, emotional or intellectual, and being able to practice good speech, because Goddess Prajnaparamita give you power of blessing speech through this meditation. So with this in mind, sit upright, join your hands at the heart. We will first take refuge. I and all beings take refuge in the Guru and the Triple Gem until enlightenment is reached, will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I and all beings take refuge in the Guru and the Triple Gem until enlightenment reached, and will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I and all beings take refuge in the Guru and the Triple Gem until enlightenment reach, and will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all living beings. So that is the short refuge and bodhicitta together. Now we're going to recite the mantra of emptiness. Om Shunyayata Jana Vajra Bhavat Mako. From emptiness, one's mind appears as a white syllable Om upon a lotus and moon disk. Rays of light issue from this to honor the holy beings and to benefit all beings. The light rays then reabsorb into the Om. Oneself instantly becomes the Blessed One, Prajnaparamita, brilliant, white, and beautiful, one who is adorned with major and minor signs. Beautifully adorned with silks and precious ornaments, one is seated in a diamond posture. One's hands in preaching gesture at the heart are holding stems of white and red lotuses, the petals of which are blossoming at the level of one's ears. A book of perfection of wisdom rests upon the two lotuses. In the center of one's heart is 8-petal lotus. Upon this, from Om arises wisdom being, Jnana Sattva, who resembles oneself, Samaya Sattva. Inside the heart, on a lotus and a moon disk, is a white syllable Om, the concentration being. So this is the three sattva we were talking before. You are Goddess Prajnaparamita, and then inside your heart is a small Goddess Prajnaparamita. Then at the heart of Prajnaparamita is syllable Om. While maintaining this visualization one-pointedly, then we will recite the mantra. The visualization during the mantra recitation is as follows. Pearls of rays of pearl-like white mantra rosary radiate from this. The rosary exits through one's navel, enters through one's mouth, and then goes down, absorbs into the syllable Om in one's heart, and then goes out again through the navel, comes out of the mouth, goes down through the mouth. This spins. As the rosary spins like a firebrand, all darkness of ignorance and confusion in the world is dispelled, and the brilliance of transcendental wisdom is illuminated. With this visualization, we will recite the mantra for 21 times. Om Beju Beju Panja Vardhani Jola Jola Mada Vardhani Dire Dire Buddha Vardhani Swava Om Beju Beju Panja Vardhani Jola Jola Mada Vardhani Dire Dire Buddha Vardhani Swava Om Beju Beju Panja Vardhani Jola Jola Mala Vardhani Dire Dire Buddha Vardhani Om Beja Beja Panja Vardhani Zola Zola Mada Vardhani Dire Dire Buddhi Vardhani Swava Om Beja Beja Panja Vardhani Zola Zola Mada Vardhani Dire Dire Buddhi Vardhani Swava Om Beja Beja Panja Vardhani Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani, Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani, Zova, Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani, Zova. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Diri Buddhi Vardani. Om Bezo Bezo Banja Vardani, Zola Zola Mada Vardani, Diri Buddhi Vardani. Now we join our hands at the heart and supplicate to the small Goddess Prajnaparamita seated on top of your head. Oh, may the Blessed Mother bestow the illumination of transcendental wisdom upon all. Now visualize that your forehead is marked by Om, white color, and your throat is marked by red syllable A, and your heart is marked by blue syllable Hum. Thus your three doors, body, speech, mind doors, are completely guarded with great mindfulness and awareness. You can see all as a Prajnaparamita, hear all as a sound of mantra, know all thoughts as illusion. So we must always remain guarded post-meditationally in this awareness. Pause here just for 1 minute. Now we'll do the dedication of merits. By this merit, may I and all beings, without exception, swiftly attain enlightenment and be established on the stage of Blessed Mother Prajnaparamita. So that concludes the short Prajnaparamita, white Prajnaparamita sadhana meditation. And now we are going to do the single A meditation. I believe you all got the text. Liturgy text for the single A meditation. So if you have, please open that. I think we're gonna screen share that for you. So please join your hands at the heart, and most importantly, visualize in the space above is Shakyamuni Buddha. You visualize a Buddha Shakyamuni who's completely covered in 112 marks of enlightened one, who's a fully ordained monk wearing robes, 3 Dharma robes, and seated in meditation posture with his right hand on the knees, left hand in meditation posture, radiating rays of light. And he represents the Buddha, the Dharma, Sangha all together. And we're going to do the refuge prayer 3 times, not knowing how long it will take. So tonight we won't, we will chant the refuge and 4 immeasurables once in the tune and twice in without the tune. So that so the first one we will chant in tune, second and third we just read it through, and then rest of the prayers we chant in tune. Okay, so you need to visualize that and put your thoughts and feelings in every words we say mindfully and meditatively and mostly intently. I usually call this, when we do the meditation, you need to observe 4S. First is stillness of your posture. Second is sincerity of your motivation, the bodhicitta. Third is serenity of your attention. Your attention should not be distracted or dull, but very serene. And then fourth is simplicity. Simply follow the prayers and to observe these 3. So let's do that. And the Buddha Dhamma Sangha I by virtue I Buddha Buddha in the Buddha
现在怎么
Dhamma
样？现在
Sangha
身体好
I
一点
take
了吗？声音
refuge
好一
in
点了没有？
enlightenment. By virtue of giving and the like, I shall reach
那个声音
Buddhahood
好
to
一
8
些了没有？
beings.
有没有
In the
稍微清
Buddha,
晰一点？
Dhamma, and Sangha, I take refuge in enlightenment. By virtue of giving and the like, I shall reach to Buddhahood to 8 beings. May all be happiness and the cause of happiness. May there be free from and the cause of suffering. May there from the happiness and suffering and that was free from her judgment and her goodness and may all beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and a cause of suffering. May they know a path of happiness that knows no suffering. May they dwell in equanimity, free from attachment, aversion of those near and far. May all beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and a cause of suffering. May they know a path of happiness that knows no suffering. May they dwell in equanimity, free from attachment, aversion, those near and far. Oda daga dosa devoya entenda resha lanzaya vedares aibada ebade waza aidas chengode aibada Vedas many body as a chance all the book better than voyage as many as a chance made thus I imagine Adamare completely Veda Conqueror Eve Palaces oppressed for is no day, none ocean. I praise all the Buddha's quality. Ayolo Tazoda Sugada Sekefla was a holy God. Sambaba Savana Esqueza as I offer all the conqueror Seke Gamata Besopa is a Padahilama special design all these wonders I offer all the conqueror all this of Vasana I met to the Buddha by the strength of faith and goodness. I bada all the conqueror, every message I have committed, my body, my voice, my greater, order. I confess the eternal. I rejoice in all the men. O conquer, present generation. Deo Senga Pradyaga. Lana, Lana, Zelive. Yo, Elamena, Daja. Hewa Dita Chelite Obata Resign to you Agenda Elewelodama before the eyes are humbly all those who go at the seven for Galilee. Benefit, whatever merit I have, Prabhavi, give you the confess, requesting, praying, hiding, to the healer, them go. So that's the 7-4 prayer. Now we will take the Bodhisattva vows. That is because single arm meditation is ultimate bodhicitta. So we have to take the relative bodhicitta before we do the ultimate. So that's why, if possible, kneel down, or imagine you're kneeling down, definitely folding your hands at the heart. Imagine that you have before you not only Shakyamuni Buddha, but all the bodhisattvas, all the enlightened ones, all the root and lineage gurus are bearing witness to us, making these promise to practice bodhicitta, both relative and ultimate bodhicitta, to attain Buddhahood by following the examples of the past Buddhas, present Buddhas, and future Buddhas. So with this in mind, we will do the cultivation bodhicitta prayer. O Buddhas, fully enlightened, blessed ones, dwelling in the 10 directions, bodhisattvas and mahabodhisattvas, abiding the 10 stages, great Vajrahoda gurus, please pay attention to me. Anjagene Buddha, Ozodamaya Sangha, Bodhisattva Ava Bodhi also terton virtues without any attachment for the sake of it. Eso sugata soba geratu bodhi. Bodhisattva presa intercession. For the sake of it, I embrace bodhi. And also learned by the presages in repeat that 2 more times. O Buddhas, fully enlightened, blessed ones, dwelling in the 10 directions, bodhisattvas and the mahabodhisattvas, abiding the 10 stages, and great Vajrahoda gurus, please pay attention to me. Anjagene Buddha, Vajra Buddha, also Dhamma Sangha Bodhisattva Ava Bodhi also terton virtues and merit, without any attachment for the sake of it. As also God also Geratu Bodhi. Bodhisattva presa intercessions for the sake of it, everybody also learn to live by the presages in third time. All but the Buddhas, fully enlightened, blessed ones, dwelling in the 10 directions, bodhisattvas, mahabodhisattvas, abiding in the 10 stages, and great Vajrahoda gurus, please pay attention to me. Anjagene Buddha, go for refuge. Also Dhamma Sangha Bodhisattva Ava Bodhi also terton virtues without any attachment for the sake of it. As also God also Geratu Bodhi. Bodhisattva present transcendences in echo. For the sake of it, I am Bodhi. Also learn to live by the presages in echo. So now imagine the blessings of Guru Amit, the Guru, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Shakyamuni Buddha dissolves into you and renews your Bodhisattva vows, relative bodhicitta, and now we're ready to do the meditation on the Heart Sutra together with your Single A meditation. Yeah, so firstly, visualize the A. Visualize the A at your heart chakra. This A, you know, not necessarily these colors, but just the A is very important. And I don't know, someone draw that those colors, but they are, of course, good looking. But main thing is just the letter R in your heart chakra. As you focus your attention on your heart chakra with the R, it's not a solid one, but the nature light radiate, and then it is emanating many tiny syllable R's, many R's, completely go and cover your body. Gross psychophysical means your solid, your gas, liquid, your skin, all the way to marrows. Everywhere is this syllable R. It floods your whole body, and it incinerates. You burn all your karma, everything, and everything, your propensity, your habits, your all become invisible, including your body now vanish into emptiness. And stay in that state of meditation for a while. Visualize an R at the heart, then radiate and manifest countless R's, which completely incinerates one's gross psychophysical organs, the propensities, which all become invisible and devoid of objectification. Pause here for a little while. Out of the emptiness, without objectifying it, one should now instantly appear in the form of Goddess Prajnaparamita. And here the Goddess Prajnaparamita is golden color. On the seat of an unsoiled lotus, you are standing upright to benefit all sentient beings. Your first right hand is holding a sword, brandishing a sword to sever the net of afflictions of sentient beings. And second right hand is holding a counting beads, prayer beads, which signify liberating every sentient being without missing a single one. Your first left hand is in meditation gesture. Your second left hand is holding a scripture, the perfection of wisdom. So now you are self-thinking and the goddess form of Prajnaparamita. Visualize yourself in the form of the mother Prajnaparamita. And now we read the Heart Sutra. To the perfection of wisdom, the Blessed Mother, I pay homage. Thus I've heard at one time, Blessed One Bhagavan was dwelling in Rajgriha at Vulture's Peak, together with the great assembly of monastics and great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in samadhi on the enumeration of the phenomena called the profound illumination. Also at that time, the Bodhisattva, the great being, Superior Avalokiteshvara, was contemplating on the meaning of the profound perfection wisdom, and he saw that the five aggregates are also empty of inherent existence. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the Bodhisattva, the great being, Superior Avalokiteshvara, how should a son or a daughter of a good lineage train who wishes to practice the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the Bodhisattva, the great being, Superior Avalokiteshvara, said to the Venerable Shariputra, Shariputra, whatever son or daughter of good lineage wishes to practice profound perfection wisdom should view in this way. They should correctly view those five aggregates are empty of inherent existence. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form. Emptiness not other than form. Form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, healing, discrimination, composition of factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, in the same way, all phenomena are merely empty. They are without characteristic. They are not created. They do not cease. They have no impurity. They are not devoid of impurity. They do not decrease and increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there's no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composition factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, and no phenomena. There's no I element, and so forth, up to no mind element, and up to no element of mental consciousness. There's no ignorance, and no exhaustion of ignorance, and so forth. There's no aging, no death, no exhaustion of aging and death. In the same way, there's no suffering, no origin, no cessation, no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because Bodhisattvas have no attainment, they depend on and abide in the perfection of wisdom. Because the mind is without abstraction, they are without fear. Having completely passed beyond all fear, errors, they go to the completion of nirvana. All Buddhas who abide in the three times, having relied upon the perfection of wisdom, became manifestly perfect Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of perfection wisdom is the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequal, mantra that thoroughly pacifies all sufferings. Because it is not false, it should be known as the truth. The mantra of perfection wisdom is proclaimed. Tadyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasangate Bodhi Swaha. Now imagine we were Goddess Prajnaparamita standing upright. We just dissolve and just visualize a tiny syllable R on your tongue. Think that being unborn, it vanishes away. Even the R vanishes away. And now say a long R 7 times. When you say this R, it should be very long and loud R. You should say this when it becomes enlightening clear that all phenomena were never produced independently, nor abiding, nor ceasing independently. And so with this in mind, the 7 times R we will say loud is actually equivalent to reciting many Heart Sutras. So with this in mind now, sit upright. Of course, there's no body there, but in conventionally you still are, but you are no longer there. Never were there. Just simply say 7 long R's. Ah. 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 So that's the first preliminary. Now, there are a number of single letter meditation. So we'll try each of the 5 techniques here. First, all 5 sense objects, the form, sound, smell, taste, touch, people, living beings, inanimate objects, things, ideas, all things are, but just our mind. What we think, conceive, and label them, then only are things things. Otherwise, they don't truly exist from their own side. It is all subjectively our own luminous mind that designates, labels things. Otherwise, things do not exist from their own side. Reflecting on this, let's read through these expressions. Appearances do not exist. Appearance are in reality the mind itself. Appearance do not exist independently. Stable propensities are considered true. Unstable propensities are considered false. All things are designated to be the mind. Apart from the mind itself, nothing else exists. The external appearances are deluded karmic propensities. Meditate to realize that all appearances are nothing but one's own mind. Now, reflecting on these with a very lucid mind, now mentally say long ah 7 times, just mentally, not verbally, any sound, just mentally say ah. When you're saying ah, think all things or issues, fears and sufferings and events and activities, all that happen, all what I have been thinking it is. Beside that doesn't exist. Wow. So lustrously make your mind lucidly aware and then set yourself free from the object being real. So that's the first one. Thinking about all object is nothing but our own minds projecting, imputing. Beside that, they are nothing. With this in mind, silently, mentally say the 7 times. We finish that. And the second meditation, single letter R meditation, is to realize all those objects that we have projected are all mental projection. They don't truly exist at all. So just like things do not exist at all, but they only appear under the influence of our thoughts, then we project, things appears. Just as we are influenced by the sleep, we have dreams, and when we dream, we think they are real. But when you wake up from the dream, we don't know the dream is sleep. When we wake up from the sleep, the dreams are not true. So with this in mind, you read through using the dream analogy. Let's read that. Just as all object appearances in dreams do not exist apart from the mind of the dreamer, just as a young girl who dreams of giving birth to a child who later dies will first be happy with the birth, then unhappy with his death, realize that all things are likewise. Now, this second one is all things are not just mind, but what is mind that is influenced by afflictions, like the sleep influenced the dream. Otherwise, there is nothing that is true what we thought in the object. So when you wake up from the anger or wrong views, we realize they didn't exist. So now, this has 3 techniques. First, remember a dream in your life. Like the young girl, remember a dream that I'm sure you had in recent days. And then how similar that is to an actual event in your life. Say you have certain things going well or bad or difficult. All of those, are they not same? Compare them as these two, the dream and the life event. Dream's dream is a short dream, but life's dreams is a long dream. Beside that, they are both influenced by, one is influenced by sleep, one is influenced by wrong views. And know that all things are just like that. Nothing is just that real at all. They're all, by the way, you whisper to yourself, mentally whispering and say, and then open your eyes wide. You do this lustrously, lucidly, again 7 times. So now having done that, now use the dream that you have had as an example and analyze not just the dream, but all life situations that you have that whether from one extreme to another, from big to small, all life situation, whether you have had 5 years of very good run in job or relationship, or of 10 years of extreme difficult ill health or difficulties in life or whatever, all these are all dreams. When I was so much under the influence of one wrong view, I fall asleep and dreamed them, thinking they're real, until I woke up. It's all my pigment of my own imagination. They otherwise do not really truly exist. So resolve to let go of desire, the attachment, the ill will, and all other affliction. With thinking in this mind, lucidly, mentally say long ah. These are mentally saying long ah, okay? Mentally say long ahs, not just say long ahs, but each time you say one by one, you try to increase the lucency, the clarity of this realization that all things are just dream. Now stay in that very good understanding very clearly. And now the sound, say the ah gutturally. Gutturally means you close your mouth and say the ah in your throat. Repeat long ah, and as you say, gently becoming, long loud ah. As long as you can say ah, and then slowly become soft, 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 mute. And as things become soft and mute, imagine everything. This sound is gutturally, not verbally saying, gutturally. So then naturally it is lustrously lucid with the thought and that everything is vanishing and do not remain as real. Whether however many years pass, something that they all are vanishing like a memory for all people who are suffering from dementia. We're just learning to let go, having enlightening dementia of seeing everything as an emptiness, muting them. So we do that 7 times. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With that now, very lucid awareness, how everything is our mind and dream and not real. Now we verbally repeat long 7 times. It's not getting softer or louder, long verbally. This is now not gutturally, just verbally. Each time you say, you try to increase your lucid awareness of that, how things are all just dreams and not real. So we need to wake up to know this. So that is the one single hour meditation, reciting the R mentally, whisperingly, gutturally, and then verbally, using the dream as an analogy. Now, if time doesn't permit, you just do that and then go to the conclusion. You don't have to do all of these meditations. So if you look at this text, the next one is single letter R meditation, realizing all mental projections illusion. Yeah. And so you read through that and go through the same type of recitation of R differently. Yeah. The recitation of R differently. So we'll skip that. And also then the third is using the analogy of echo, how everything is interdependent And all illusions are interdependent. They do not truly exist. And you read through the couple of verses that, then again do the recitation mentally and whisperingly and gutturally and verbally, those four. So we'll skip that one as well. And then the next meditation is how all illusions are inexpressible. So with that, you will do the reading of that. Everything is like a baby's laughter and so on, and then you read through again you do the four types of utterances, recitation of and so here, of course, we won't do tonight all of these. These are just, you don't have to do all of these in one session if time doesn't permit. We would not do all of this, but now we will go to the conclusion. We go to the conclusion, then conclusion is very, very profound. So now we were just saying that all things are mentally imagined by afflictions, like the dream influence the person. We are influenced by afflictions. And so with this in mind, we've been saying all this. Now to conclude this, you do this. You sit upright and now feel great compassion to your past, where you have lost yourself in extreme me and self-importance and I and me and my ways. And then likewise, we have seen others who are just losing into the sleep of self-centeredness, and then who suffer because they lack this realization. Alas. So with this in mind, now we will say, we'll repeat verbally long 7 R's. But this La is, you start very soft. You start very soft and then becoming louder and louder and louder. Idea is that you're making everybody hear this sound, that everybody is informed and reformed to know that all those things that thought they were real and they were victim and somebody's perpetrator, or oh, we are the only one who made mess it up. All these are just dreams, not really true. Everything is have many, many causes and conditions that needs. It is not truly existing, but not knowing this, everybody's so caught up in this, who is right, who's wrong. And so now you are verbally saying, to everybody, no, all the things that you saw and you thought, you felt are not real. They're all mental figment of your mental imagination. So now out of compassion, you are announcing the to all sentient beings. When you say this the slide is starting with very soft. So you influence 1 person, 2 person, 30 person. Like I've been trying to promote this practice last 4 years. Last 4 years with small groups. Now all of a sudden this month we are increasing to hundreds and nearly even 1,000 people learning this. And hopefully may this knowledge and wisdom spread to everyone. So with this wish, the good work of Sakya Friends, we wanted to develop compassion. Sit in upright meditation posture, feel deep compassion, almost your tears well up. And you feel so sad how sentient beings are so deluded, so stubborn, so lost in their poor me mentality. They grasp to impermanent things as a permanent, unsatisfactory things as satisfactory, unreal things as real, body as self, color as self, undesirable as desirable. They're all deluded by the dream, their selfishness, and wrong view. Alas, they don't know this. I must practice this and then practice compassion in all my life for all beings, whatever drama and things they call it. They don't know these things. That's the reason. Not because someone did this to them or didn't do this. It's because they don't know the right view. What a pity. So with this in mind, you not only say here 7 times ah, but you must try to always see some things really difficult. You just say mentally ah. Some places you can't say the ah because it's not appropriate, you know, but you can still do mentally. And feel great compassion. Don't take sides, don't make it worse. Just stay out of it on a relative level, but an ultimate level, you're always compassionate to the sentient beings who do not know these things. With this mind, now say soft ask, and slowly, slowly, louder and louder, and make sure that it increases the range of your compassion everywhere, like the Zoom can reach as many as possible. May all beings come to know this way of the single letter R meditation. Now place your two hands in a meditation gesture, but press your two thumbs at the root of your ring fingers like this, and then put it on your lap. Then fix your attention in seeing seed syllable R at the root of each your ring fingers. And then you say long R. As you say the long R, you will hold your attention, and as you do the hold your attention to this, and slowly, as you say the long R, you have to say the long R gutturally here. You don't open your mouth, you close your mouth, but say R in your throat, and imagine as the sound, as R is sounded, then the R goes up, enters into the wisdom air, enters the central channel, and goes up and through your central channel, goes to your throat, to the heart to the throat to the skull, and then from there, then what do you call? Imagine that visualize. There's a visualize. Next one is visualize R on your skull, and then the R sounding R goes and shoots. The sound R shoots to the physical R on your crown. This R should be under the skull, above the brain, and then the R, as it shoots to the sound R, shoots to the form R, then it radiates the light, white light, say ah, gutturally, closed mouth, imagine the sound exit through your crown. And then during that time, you bring your hands up like this and snap the finger and look in the sky. Imagine your wisdom air has just lifted your consciousness to go through the central channel, and then not only that goes up here, but also imagine we can combine, imagine your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, all your five sense doors are completely cleared. Usually when we see something we think is real, when we hear something is real, everything now what we see and hear is there's no sound, there's no feeling, no smell, no taste, no touch, meaning. So you are actually emptying all sense organs, sense doors, and not see them as truly existing. They just all hearsay. So with this in mind, we put these hands on the lap and focus on that. And as you just mentally say, gutturally said, ah, then at the end, you just go up like this and then snap your finger and do that. And imagine that the skull, the ah and the skull is ejected and then goes in the universe, and that causes everything in the universe becomes ours. As many as there are things, they all are odd. They're all not. Whatever we thought, they are not even that. So we do that 3 times. For the second time. for the third and last time. So with that, to the dedication merits. Azama Abadade Aloe Awadeheza Ajade Dege Ade Ede Elembade Eba Edenaya has been bombed, preleve, ade, upon the simultaneous elimination of the subjective I and objective mind, the clinging to the self will come to an end. Upon the elimination, this rebirth will come to an end. Upon the elimination of karma and affliction, one will achieve liberation. There can be no meditation on that which is devoid of substance. Meditating on something conceived is not meditation. Since reality is neither substance nor non-substance, meditation must be without a conceptual image. So now, when you finish this, don't think that it's you are finished from doing this. You should at all times, whenever you see something, don't grasp them, form your opinion. Mentally say, ah. You just say, ah. Mentally say, ah. That's not what appears, not what it is difficult, or not something bad or good in itself. Whether you see something or hear something, smell something, even taste something. Even you're sometimes enjoying your food, but all of a sudden, while you're eating food, you can realize, there's no taste. Unless I eat it, there's no taste in the thing. Unless there is the thing, there is nothing that tastes. If I don't have anything to eat, there's no taste. The taste doesn't exist. Taste is dependently arising. It's a really nice ice cream, you put in the ears, there's no taste. Only when the mouth it tastes. So taste, there's no real taste unless it's in the mouth. Things in the fridge has no taste. Things in the fridge doesn't taste anything by itself. Only in someone's mouth goes this. So there's no truly existing taste. Only dependently existing taste. Likewise touch. Likewise feeling, or whatever you do, whatever people say to you, whatever you think, they all are not what they seem. Without any judgment, but with reflexive, lucid clarity of mind, be aware how the mind designates empty appearances give them a conventional reality, a substance, and then mentally say, I've seen some very few senior monks who are practicing this all the time. Always they do it. They never say anything. They never react to anything. They're in that meditative state, even in a post-meditation. So you don't form opinions, you don't react, you don't see things as real. And doing this is so liberating. Is your sadhana practice continues. It doesn't stop and start on the cushion. It actually starts on the cushion, continues off the cushion. You don't have this burden of having to do so many sadhanas. You keep this right view always. If you have the formal occasion to do sit, do prayers, sadhana, that's good. Even then you have to have the understanding of emptiness. So you're so liberated. And single A is supreme because it is the most profound mantra. It is said in the Heart Sutra, when you read it, it says it is the most sacred mantra. You know, it says it is the mantra of great knowledge. Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to recite gate para samgate all the time. It doesn't even need to say You remember the emptiness of all things are not truly independently exist anything from its own side. Say that, think that in your mind is the mantra of great knowledge. Keep that knowledge. Then it's unsurpassed mantra. Other mantra you have to recite and you count, you sit down. This mantra don't even have to say, don't even have to count. You can't count hours, that's too many. Unsurpassed mantra. Mantra they're equal to unequal. Other mantras you have to, what's the pronunciation? Some people say Sutto Shayo, some people say Sutto Kayo. What is this? People get confused. Our lineage says this mantra, their lineage says this mantra. Even the mute person say Even the person who's a Russian mute person say Even the crow says Completely. You see, is signless of any language. It's emptiness of any language. It's wishlessness of any language. Very profound. Mantra that thoroughly pacify all sufferings. There's no suffering, remember? There's really no suffering. It's an illusion. So that is the single A meditation. Now we will conclude here by doing the Gate Gate mantra 21 times. But here we will just do 7 times due to shortage of time. With this understanding, please join your hands at the heart and then say these prayers. Sadyadam gade gade para sangade bodhiswa. Sadyadam gade gade arangade arasangade 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 bodhiswa. Adyadam gadenga arangade arazangade odeso adyadam gadenga arangade ara Now we will do the repelling of obstacles by swearing in the name of the Triple Gem and the Goddess Prajnaparamita and understanding of emptiness. We wanted to imagine all past, present situation difficulties which we have thought to be wrongly due to under the demons of self-grasping. Now that we know that they are not really that, we just clap the hands, repel the obstacles, and imagine all of them are therefore do not exist at all. So therefore there are no obstacles that truly exist from its own side. Namo, I pay homage to the Master, I pay homage to the Buddha, I pay homage to the Dharma, I pay homage to Sangha, I pay homage to Blessed Mother, perfection of wisdom. By the power of paying homage to you all, may all our words of truth triumph. Just as long ago, Shakra, the king of gods, with the power of meditating on the profound meaning and the reciting words of Blessed Mother of perfection of wisdom, successfully repel all demonic obstacles and evil being and the like. So in the very same way, may we also, through the power of meditating on the profound meaning and reciting the words of Blessed Mother of perfection of wisdom, be able to repel obstacles and all the disharmony factor. May they be annihilated. May they be pacified. Pardo jobo damje go nyawra jewan zo gere don ta je jewa menden be jandan rawadan de banjo zo zo da je de jan tendre de le jo shi ja za je de da rem go dan gere je de jo zo gala pardo jobo yen jungben ne ba jewan zo karda don da so yen jigba je den do dan dozren be wa zo medan me ma yin Yeze tamje shawan zedo zolo yenda neba malo dan tudan chado kaze maye pendan nyamden badamen tema tamje shawan zedo zo minjur lambo kuye traje jo yana tujo songe traje ara dando tuje traje jo yewe guzondo je traje jo. So that concludes our meditation on the single letter R meditation. So of course, the text has given the various other forms of meditation. We first work with working everything as a dream, and then do the single R meditation on that until you reach certain convincing sign of realization that it is true, everything is a dream. And then you can either do all the meditation sequence if time permits, but don't have to do all of these in one session, like we did tonight fairly carefully, just one. And then you should also stick with that for a while. And if you want to do the second, then you can do the second next time, and so on. So with this, we are going to conclude here. Thank you very much, everybody. Of course, this liturgy, this text that you have before you, is compiled on the basis of that single letter R text, which I translated from the collection of sadhanas, and then put together. I will call this a facilitated form with the relevant prayers that you can see, the refuge and bodhicitta and 7-4 prayer. And because this is like the form of inside meditation or ultimate bodhicitta meditation, you can't go straight into it out of nothing. You should build your preliminaries. So that's why you can see the refuge for immeasurables, seven limb prayers done carefully, and then you take the refuge bodhicitta vows, and then you do this slowly accordingly. So I believe this will be great benefit for people to do it for their benefit, for the benefit of all sentient beings, because of the importance of this. And thank you, all of you. Tonight, we are very fortunate to do this because tonight is the anniversary of 11th anniversary of the passing away of great Lama Khyentse Rinpoche, as well as two great masters, Chogyal Pakpa. Chogyal Pakpa is the first Tibetan Lama who became the spiritual preceptor of the Mongol Khans, Yuan dynasty. And that's how Dharma spread to Mongolia, and maybe even to the Chinese emperors. And all our Chinese subcontinent, so much belief in Dharma. You couldn't see any civilization that has taken the Buddhism most greatly than the people in China and its people, different parts of the world. The reason is they believe in the Heart Sutra, and they believe in the teaching of the perfection of wisdom so much. Many of them, Chinese Mahayana tradition, are all, I call them sutra-centric. They are like White Lotus Sutra or Avatamsaka Sutra, or they always chant the Heart Sutra and so on. I feel completely blown away by their devotion and how they practice amazing what we call vegetarianism. Chinese Mahayana Buddhists observe best vows of not eating any meat, which is really important if you are Vajrayanis and Mahayanis, let alone other practitioners. So we have a lot to learn. And I truly believe that this teaching of single A is very much in agreement with many Northeastern Asian Zen and their meditation. But in Tibetan Buddhism, we emphasize graduated path to enlightenment. So we don't want to sort of jump off quickly to the ultimate meditation and emptiness. Like, even if we do, we want to put them in this format of what I have compiled together. So I'm so glad that you could take your time and do this. Thank you very much. That's all. See you next time.